Do you know the secrets to a long life? As you may know, I'm traveling Costa Rica, and when I tell people this, they often remind me, or even they actually, I've heard a few times, just even today, that about the book, The Blue Zone, where it talks about the highest concentration of centenarians, which are 100-year-olds. And there is the Nicoya Peninsula in Costa Rica that has, like 10 times more in that population than in the States. Don't quote me on that. Please don't quote me on that. But I wanted to look in further because, we just spent weeks in the Nicoya Peninsula, and I wanted to delve deeper and know why. And so there's really 9 secrets, and I think this is so important to share. This comes from The Blue Zone, the book, but I also got some of these points from Enchanting blog by Shannon Farley. So, the elders shared, and this was kind of like the main 9 characteristics between the 5 countries listed in the book. So the first one is they have a reason to live. How important is that? They said that they feel needed by family and their community. How often where I'm from in Canada, we had a huge sense of community, and I almost took that for granted, like everyone has a sense of community. But when you go to some places in the world, or even in your own country, you may not have that sense of community that I feel is so essential to feeling good, to feeling connected with others, helping you feel connected with yourself. The second characteristic is there was a huge focus on family. So they either lived with their family or they were very close to their family. I want you to reflect on your life. For me, I'm very far from my family, and that created a lot, that it creates anxiety in me. So when I go back home, I feel all this weight off of my shoulders, and I feel like I'm safe. I'm with my family. I'm with people who love me. I can let my guard down. I can be taken care of. I feel supported emotionally, mentally, physically, on all spheres. I feel safe. And I only notice that when I'm away from my family. And I've been away from my family for a long time. I've lived in another province alone for over a decade. So that family time, living with family, now I'm traveling with my sister, and it's just such a gift. It's such a gift to be with her every single day. And I know that my immune system feels super strong. I feel super healthy. I haven't felt run down, in years. And one reason is I've really consciously wanted to create community, either make sure I'm with my sister, with my partner, or even having roommates in my home when I wasn't in partnership. 3 was they maintain social networks. That's the key, the word maintain social networks. They're frequently visited by friends and neighbors. So this helps them to listen and laugh and appreciate moments, the small moments in life. It's important to note, as adults, sometimes it's difficult to maintain friendships. Our lives are so fast, and, for parents out there, business owners, you're just trying to get through your day, let alone phone a friend and see how they're doing. But how essential that social, connection really is, I think we underestimate. And so I invite you, go out, contact your friend, just a little message, see how they're doing. They may need that more than you think, and you may benefit more than you think. Number 4 was they work hard. You can even hear the noise maybe behind me. This is, the sun is almost going to set, and they're working. They're outside working. They're used to this. And their strong work ethic really has created a healthy lifestyle for them. And so number 5, they naturally move. They move more. They're outside, they're working, especially being outside, breathing oxygen, physical activity is just a normal part of their day. Can you say that about yourself? If you're watching this video, are you walking and watching this video, or are you sitting on the couch with chips and watching this video? I don't know where you are at this moment in time, but I invite you after this video to go outside. And then we'll do a whole other video on that, excuses. That's a good point. A whole other video is excuses. Oh, but it's raining. Oh, but it's a blizzard. Oh, but it's this. Doesn't matter. Rain or shine. Go outside, feel nature. Number 6 is their healthy lifestyle. The elders eat little to no processed foods. If they don't have the luxury, let's say, of buying these processed, really unhealthy foods for themselves. They're eating beans, they're eating, wild, vegetables and high antioxidant tropical fruits. As I keep saying to, everyone I network with today, oh my gosh, it's the mango season and I can buy a bag of mangoes for a couple dollars. Like, for me, that's unbelievable. I would not, maybe one mango at home in Canada would cost the same amount for an entire bag. And this is right off the tree, fresh, juicy mangoes. That's going to be in my next video about mangoes. There's a whole video that deserves mangoes. But, to eat. And also, this is an interesting point. I really want to help people feel better on a physical level. Like, for me, that was a big learning process the last year. I had huge financial goals and fulfillment goals, maybe spiritual goals, but I did not have health-related goals. And with that, it doesn't matter how many goals I have. If I don't physically feel good, then I won't be able to attain those goals. So one point I incorporated in my life, and I was really happy to see that they do as well, is they eat the heavier meals early on in the day, and then just a light early supper. And I started doing, soup at nights. Really just a healthy vegetable soup, vegetable water, like a very, very subtle base for the soup. And you can just taste the roasted vegetables, and it is literally like so delightful. I can't believe I didn't enjoy this or experience this before, but a nice soup at night is just amazing. So I love that. Another point, specifically in this area, they drink, number 7 was they drink high mineral rich water, meaning the Nicoya Peninsula has high calcium and magnesium content. So they see this through other tests, through their, less heart disease and stronger bones. And it actually has this ripple effect. Just to make sure the water, we're 70% water. What kind of water do we intake? Is it the tap water full of chlorine and fluoride and I don't know what? I have no idea what's in that water. Or is it well water or, mineral rich water? This is, I believe, so essential. We need to have the minerals in our bodies, and, they are the ones proving this. Number 8, I say vitamin D, but really it's sunshine, daily sunshine. Even in the winters in Canada, we can go outside and for 10 minutes, go for a walk and still get some sun. Yes, there's a lot more vitamin C deficiency, so make sure you have the vitamin D that you need, because these sunny countries, they're just outliving us. They're really outliving us. And then the last point I want to talk about is number 9, was they have faith. They have such a strong belief system in God, and their faith routines help them relieve stress, anxiety, bring peace and tranquility into their lives. And I love that point. It doesn't have to be a specific belief in a specific God. That I think is not the point. I'm saying, that could be just a connection, whatever connection to higher self, to yourself, to nature, whoever your higher belief is. And if you don't have a higher belief in something, to take that moment for yourself. You know, I talk about meditation, yoga, practices that help you ground to yourself and relieve that stress and anxiety that, you know, they say, you know, I was watching a documentary yesterday and they were saying like 90% of illnesses is caused by stress. We are just as a humanity under, especially these days, under high levels of stress. And how can we consciously calm that stress down, You know, I was speaking to a woman today and her perception of me is so calm. Oh, you're so calm, JD. It just doesn't come naturally. If anyone who's watching this knows me, even years ago, I don't know when time, like maybe a decade ago, I was not calm. I was high anxiety, high stress, especially starting a new company, very reactive, very angry, like just very strong emotions. It wasn't this calm relaxation, but I consciously work on this on a daily basis to try. And sometimes I fail and I sometimes need to have a nap and reset or whatever my coping mechanisms are. But I'm human and I'm trying, and sometimes I don't realize the path I've made until someone reflected that on back to me, because I don't know how I'm perceived and everyone can perceive me differently. But she was like, wow, you're so calm. And I was like, wow, you know, even better, you know, my slower living, my daily practices, my, you know, my desire to have tranquility and peace in my life is hopefully starting to exude, and I hope I can inspire others to live that same lifestyle. So I'm in Costa Rica, and these elders have so much to teach us with their really holistic lifestyle. I wanted just to pass this information on to you because we all have those opportunities to live like that, and it's just simply a choice. So I encourage you to write, you know, maybe the out of the 1 to 9, the characteristic that resonates with you the most, that you want to take and apply into your life for the next month, and see how good you feel about that after. If there's anyone that you think of when you're watching this video, I think that's your intuition telling you to send this video to them. They may want to hear something from it, to like, to share, subscribe, and make sure you click on that notification bell so you can continue watching these videos as they come up, and maybe you'll get some little tidbit of information that will help you on your journey to become more peaceful, happy, more fulfilled, and live the magical life that you desire.